there. Let me straighten you out. Are you straight? We're not. None of us are that straight. Anyway, this is Candice with Happy Catastrophe, Sister Min Bao. I'm here with another video. And this one, okay. I haven't given you a completed pages video, I think, since September of 2025, which is crazy. I can't tell you what happened between September and June. It was just a fog. You got lots of other videos, but you never got a finished pages video. And then every time I try to organize it and get them by months and get ready, I get overwhelmed. Another month goes by. So you know what I did? I just went and scooped up a bunch of books because I have them all in this one area. And now I'm having a hard time finding books because I want to go back to these books and like, are they in my regular shelves? Are they in my whip pile? Are they in my finished pages pile? Whoa, it's overwhelming. So I just scooped up a whole bunch of books and I brought them out here and I'm just going to show them to you. And we'll get through these books, and then in another video, I'll scoop up another bunch, and you will see all the completed pages for the last 6 months, as well as my buddies. That's a plan. That's actually not really a plan. That's just shoveling myself out from underneath these books. So my unplanned plan is this, and we are going to start right now. Okay. The first one I'm grabbing, and these are, I can't even tell you what month or year I did these. Some I will be able to, some I won't. If they were last year, they're in a different book, and I just can't be bothered for that. This was the Rocky Horror Show. Some of you don't even know I have this book. This is a fantastic book. Here's the ISBN. Absolutely love it. I bought it overpriced at Barnes & Noble. I think you can get it cheaper, but I was at Barnes & Noble and didn't have anything to do. Didn't bring something to do, and I was going to be there for hours waiting for my client. So I bought this book. I bought a bunch of books that day. But as many of you know, this is a wonderful book. You've seen some pages of this, from my friend Chris and from his friends. And you've seen a few pages of these. And the one that I did was this one. Yes, I thought this was so iconic. Look at her face. It's so awesome. I was told that I was told that Tim Curry was the original sweet transvestite from Transylvania. These images don't look like Tim Curry. I figured they looked like the actor, perhaps, who played this character on Broadway originally, but folks told me it was Tim Curry. So it doesn't look like Tim Curry, but she looks fabulous. So you can't use alcohol markers on this because double-sided. So I had pencils here and some watercolor pencils. I know I started with I had a small set of Staedtler watercolor pencils, I believe they were. And I did some with them. And in here, and I also got those at Barnes & Noble for way too much money. And I didn't have any flesh colored, so I just sort of had to make it up. So, yeah. I had fun, actually, just sort of like combining colors to try to give them a flesh tone. And then I finished it when I got back home with some acrylic and gel back here. And that might also be a watercolor pencil. And then there's gel on top of it. And then this brick is a stencil. It's a Tim Holtz stencil I have. It's only about this big, though, so I kept having to just put it in different spots, and hopefully, there are lines. It's not perfect. It's probably not meant to be, actually. And I used this cheap, it's an ink pad that I've had forever. Can't remember where it came in with something, and it's kind of a bronzy color, but it's not very good. It's old. And so it didn't evenly ink the stencil, which I like even more. It made it look, I think, really, I don't know, dingy and fun, you know, just like you, my precious. So I had a lot of fun with this. I remember liking it very much. So I need to do more out of this book because it's got the graphic stuff that I love, the wallpapery stuff that I love. I mean, and it's the same sort of paper that is in like Insight Edition papers. So like if you have any of the Art of Coloring, this is Titan Books. But if you have any of the Art of Coloring books, this is the same paper. Yes. So that is my first one. All right. Let me just grab from the pile. This is actually kind of fun. Spooky Academy. Okay. I love this book. I've been looking for you, Shelley Couvillon. I've been wanting to color more in this book, and I didn't know where it was. Now I do. And the page I did was this one. I had a really good time. This one is featured in a video that I did about how to color these stones. These stones were not there. All that was here was the windows and the characters. Yeah, there wasn't even a floor. So I did the floor with various Language gel pens. Folks have asked, can you blend with them? Yes. You just have to work really fast. So I did little sections at a time with 3 different colors, and some of them I put on top, some of them I blended, and it just wanted to make it kind of look like a rustic wood floor, maybe. And then these ghost people, I didn't color them at all. I just outlined them in white. I colored their hats. This background is a watercolor. It's a watercolor of sorts, but I don't think, yeah, I think it is a watercolor. Something I had, and it isn't a granulating one. It just did kind of granulate because of the way the paper is. So what I did was, I remember I also took white and put over the top of it once the blue was dry to try to give it more of a sky look. Sure wish I knew how I did that because I actually really like that. So I think I painted it blue, let it dry, and then put the white on top. I actually really like that. And then, of course, baddies and stuff. But this wall was just blank. And so we learned together. I used a tutorial book. And we learned together how to draw stones and how to make them look real like this. And I have used this technique in a lot of pages since we learned this together. So if you're interested, it's in my, probably my education playlist. I think there's an education playlist. You can find this one. And if I remember, I will link it below on how to color stones. Because it's so helpful. This has been a #1 tutorial for me. And that's Spooky Academy by Shelley Couvillon. This book, I absolutely love this book. This was just an Amazon purchase. They're single-sided. The paper is fantastic. They're easy. You can add as much to them as you want. Like right here, you could add those stones. That would look really cool. In fact, I probably will be doing that. You can add to it. She just gives you kind of the bare bones there. And I do have a flip through of this as well. So you can find in my flip through playlist, you can find a flip through of this. All right. Gosh, I love that book. That's one of my favorites. All right. We have to do this one. This is the next on the pile. Now, this was a buddy with my friend Chris. And here is Chris's handle. And Chris, I know several of you have this book, but Chris is the one I knew for sure had this. And I can't remember which one of us. I know he's done a lot of really wonderful work. I really recommend you go check out his Instagram as well as his YouTube videos. Are great. They're funny, snarky. They're really good times. His Instagram, you can find these pages. He does remarkable work on these. And so I'm going to show you mine first, and then we'll look at Chris's. Okay. I love this book. This book is heavy grayscale. Is this Jade Summer? Yeah, this is Jade Summer. But it's a grayscale that's fun. It's not heavy. It's light. It's a light grayscale. But these are really easy images to color. You just use your alcohol markers over them and the shading's already done for you. Wow, that actually startled me. Yikes. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Yeah, there's some really fun stuff. Oh, isn't that cool? Really neat book. I love it. I don't know if you can still get it. I would hope so. It's a couple years old. Oh, that's the front cover. Wow. So what Chris and I did wasn't it up front? Chubby. Maybe it wasn't. There it is. We did this, girl. Wait till you see his. We did them pretty much exact opposite. I did mine with silver and pewter, and he did his with gold, which is fantastic. So this is all alcohol markers, really, with just some gel pen accents. I mean, there you go. Huh, what did I do? Doesn't look, I did maybe alcohol markers for the fan. But yeah, I'm sure I did. I just do alcohol markers over everything. Did I shade with pencil? I don't think so. I think I shaded with other alcohol markers. I like to do that. I like to not shade with pencil. Just try to use alcohol markers to push myself on my alcohol marker skill set and see if I can, do whole pages in just them. And I do that a lot. But I did use some shiny gel pen there. And shiny gel pen and pink gel pen up in here with the feathers. This is fixed, I think. And with the spider, I might leave this out to be fixed again because I don't want anything chipping off. This was so much fun. All right, so let me show you Chris's. See what I mean? Wow. We both did metals, but we did completely different metals. Mine, I made it, I don't know if you would say it was silver, except more like a pewter or something, but he actually did the shine and everything, and it's just absolutely stunning. That gold just shines, and it was really fun putting these two together, mixed side by side, which I don't think my editing software lets me do very easily, so we're just looking at all of this one's lusciousness. And yeah, so that was my buddy with Chris. I always love doing buddies with you, Chris. I love doing buddies with everybody. And this is really just a neat book. Why am I not coloring more in this? Oh, because I'm not coloring, because I had 6 months. I had weird 6 months. Let's just leave it at that. Fun book. And then it's got some pages from some other books in the back. Advertise. Oh, that is cute. Oh, wait. I think I have that one. Kawaii Town from Jade Summer. I think I have that one. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let me show you some more. Okay. So I paused for a second, got myself reorganized, and looked up all those books, and all of those were done in 2025 so far that we have looked at. So here is another finished page. Okay, these Hazy Dale Lock and See coloring books. I first saw these on Coloring Through It on Tiffany's channel and Brittany's channel. Sorry, Brittany. Why did I call you Tiffany? I don't know. Coloring Through It. And they have several, and I got them all once I saw them. They are so much fun. This is a series of children's stories, and these are pages from those children's stories that have been put into these coloring books. And they're the Hazy Dale. They're very affordable on Amazon. Did I write them down how much I paid? No, I did not. Oh, $8. $8. And they're so much fun. Look, oh my gosh. They're super fun. That's a Sasquatch. Their characters are There is a Sasquatch. Look, there's the plant. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, she's doing dental work on him. Aw, looks like, maybe. They've got Krampus. They've got the pirates. They've got a Kraken. Good Lord. I'm not sure what's happening here. But if you ever want to know, you can look up, and they've got the pages. So what was that one? This one, page 25. Burping Bullfrog and King Fiddlefart from Hobgoblin and the Seven Stinkers of Rancidia. I think if I had kids, I'd have to get this whole series of books for them because they are so funny. Oh my gosh. So yeah, they're all from various books of theirs. This is their Sasquatch. He always has big arms and little legs. What is this, page 23? Sasquatch, Bear, and Ranger from Get Dressed, Sasquatch. There's Bear, Ranger, and Sasquatch, and they're all jumping in a pool. I mean, so much fun. Lots and lots of room, though. So what I did here, this was the first one of these books. And I did this in honor of my friend Nessa. She's my Loch Ness Nessie monster. And this is the bottom of the sea. This was done before I knew how to do some of these things. Like I was just trying to do light shining from the sea. I would do that differently now. I do really like what's happening with the water here. I don't know what that is. It's pencil on top of something or paint. It might be paint, and that's dry brushed to spread it out. Yeah, because this is all paint. So that's probably paint. Looks like Hemi gouache. And I tried to make a shadow, you know, just things that I didn't really know how to do at the time. And I love it. It's colorful. It's fun. Had a really good time with this one. I made Nessie purple in this one. I probably won't in other ones. The pirates. I mean, everybody's always smiling. Like, L is for Loch Ness Monster. They make him Scottish. They do that sometimes. So this is the one I did out of Loch and Sea. So Loch and Sea is all water. It's water creatures. It's playing in the water. Oh, that's fun. Robot skiing with the Nessies underneath. There's Santa Claus and a bunch of narwhals and a creeping elf or something. Yeah, good fun. Aw, 20. What is that one? Pirate Child and Clyde the Kraken from Clyde the Kraken. From Clyde the Kraken Wants a Friend. That's in one of their books. Clyde the Kraken Wants a Friend, and here's one of their pages. So it's so much fun. Oh, these books are so much fun. They're so worth $8. Oh my gosh, worth way more. So you'll see more because I think I've colored one page in every single one of them. So you'll see more of these wonderful characters upcoming in more finished pages. All right. Around Halloween, I believe, last year, I pulled out this one. This is one of those paint with waters. They look just like, they come open like this. This is a page that I slip behind, but yeah, so I just mostly use my own page because this doesn't really work, but it's cute. Comes with its own brush, which is, you know, not great, so I use my own brushes. But this is one of those where you just add water and the colors come. Now in these, you have to be kind of careful because they're still just these pink, blue, green, and yellow type stuff. And the ink is in the lines. And you can always tell one of these color by waters because they're usually just these colors. But if you just, you're gonna mix the colors together and it's just gonna be a muddy mess. So you have to be careful and work each area as if you're painting it. Looks like there's a white area there I might have missed. So they are a little bit more skilled than you'd think, but not much. So this is one I had done before. This is a whip I finished. Yeah, and then I did another one. These are fun. These are mindless and they're lots of fun. I have this one and I have the Thomas Kincaid one. I think I have one more maybe. But they're a lot of fun. And I'm just doing them in order. So the next one I'll do is this one. Now this one will be a little tough. I have to be very careful about the colors and not blur all the colors together. So there's a lot of little things in here. But so much fun. So this is what I do for even more mindless. Like you don't even choose colors. You just use a brush with water. And I like... I know some people use water brushes. I don't have good control with water brushes. Plus, I don't care for the brushes on water brushes, so I pretty much don't use them. I just use a paintbrush with water. That way I can control the water better. Yeah, so fun stuff, fun stuff. So that was another page or two done. Then, oh my goodness, Funko Pop. I love these Funko Pop ones. They have a couple Harry Potters. There's a Disney Princess one now. There's a Star Wars one now. They're so much fun. They're usually official. They're from the films. Yeah, this is an Insight edition, so you can kind of guess the type of paper. And the page, now I don't know if I showed you this one. This was a page I did quite a while ago. Do I have another page in here that I might have? No. So this must be the page. I really enjoyed this. I used paint and I used Grabby, that paint. Whenever I have not so great paper and I want to use paint that doesn't take much water, I use Grabby. And, you know, it's compact, it's easy, hardly takes any water, and it comes out pretty well. I really liked what happened here. And then I used some glittery, oh, yeah, they have glittery paint too in that set. So I used some glittery, and the glitter kind of moved all over everywhere, which was fine. This is a glitter paint as well. So some of that is glitter paint and some of it's not. And I just really, really enjoyed myself. Now, I do believe this was a buddy. And if I can figure out who and get their pages, I will insert them. But I'm not exactly sure. It was so long ago. But I really, really enjoyed this. Now, something did... What is that? Something shadowed. Oh, it's this. This gray shadowed. But that's no big deal because I'll be using, you know, paint or acrylics or gel. Look at these. Aren't these great? Oh my gosh. I love that scene so much. Look at these. Oh, they're so good. I just love this book. The paper is Insight edition paper. It's not super great. And it's double-sided. So, but once you come up with a medium that you like... Poor Ron, everything blows up on him. Once you come up with a medium that you like, you can color in these. One of the tricks is figure out who's who. That's obviously Draco and Ron, and that's McGonagall looking out the window and catching them. So if you know the movies, you can figure it out, because then you see something like this and you're like, who are all these people? But I would say that they are Ron and Hermione, I think. I don't know. I mean, you have to, that's probably Harry right there. And who would that be? Luna, maybe? Yeah. Really good times. I love these books. I have two of these Funko Pop Harry Potter ones, and they're just two of my favorite books. Absolutely love them. So good times. And yes, I really enjoyed this. I remember I was late, I think, with my buddy because I really took my time with this, but it is all paint. And paint works, at least the cheap paints work really well on this paper. So I'll probably just continue to paint the rest of these. Yay, Funko Pop Harry Potter. All right, let me grab some more. Okay, so here is another one. This book is so special. This is from my dear friend Tara at Three Dog Coloring again. And this is Midwinter Sunshine Coloring Book. by Jean Sonjin. And Sonjin has this beautiful style that I absolutely love. And I believe, yes, the images, oh my gosh, just looking at this, I have to break into this book again very soon. I've only done one. Look at that. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite Japanese books. This is, wait. Yes, Japanese. Korean? Korean. I think it's Korean. Isn't that beautiful? And I love the colors that she used to color these. Just the palettes are fantastic. Oh, this is so good. Ugh. Is it not amazing? Every single page is so much fun. I just love this, and I love the paper. It's, yeah, I think it's Korean. I like the Korean paper better than the Japanese paper. The Japanese paper seems a little bit more fragile and doesn't hold up to as many things like paint and stuff, where the Korean paper really does, I think. I prefer it. Look at that. The bunny's sitting around making s'mores. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All right. I mean, I could look at this, but oh, here's the one I did. It was wintertime last year that I did this one, and I don't remember showing it to you, but it was in my finished books pile. This was done largely with paints, I believe. Yeah, it's some kind of paint. It's not gouache, it's paint. And then this background here looks like it's a gel stick of some sort. Gel crayon, gel stick, something like that. You can blend them out so well. You can just blend them into each other. They're great for big areas. Yep, this might have been Tim Holtz gel crayons, actually. Looks like it. And then there's some acrylic in here. Yeah, it just was really fun. And I kind of sort of made it. I mean, I use this as an inspiration, but I did go, you know, bolder the way I color. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to keep this out, look through this tonight, and find a page to start, because wow, I really, really love this book. Oh, thank you, Tara, so much. So that was one I did, and then this book. Okay, I was in a group that was working on this book. I started following Amanda Colors, who was doing this, and then it kind of branched off into a smaller group where we were doing all of Angela Gonzalez books. And so I don't know who my buddies were for every single page, but I've done quite a few in here. I did, you know, eventually, like I do, start getting tired of the same book, and I kind of bailed out of the groups and didn't follow along much, but I duck in and out as I'm up in the mood. This one was a palette challenge. I remember this one was, and it was a fun palette challenge to use in an ocean scene, because these aren't ocean colors. So I had a good time. Mostly alcohol markers, I believe, and then just some glitter gel pens. I made little rainbow bugs. Yep. I'm just gonna kind of go fast through here. Most of you have seen this one. Angela Gonzalez has fantastic artistry and terrible paper. So this paper is like the thinnest of the thin, and alcohol markers bleed, but it is just, the pages are just so wonderful. So we all forgive the paper, because, you know, the images are so good, and I and I love the big eyes. There's a couple people out there that don't care for the big eyes, but the big eyes are what sell this for me. It's what makes it different from every other cute and cozy thing. And so I just absolutely love the big eyes. I think they're adorable. Oh, is that not cute? Oh, it's been a while since I've colored any of her pages, and so I'm starting to feel like maybe getting back into them. That's what happens. There's one I did. This is eye makeup that I used for the backgrounds. That's something I used to do a lot, and I need to get back to, because it's so easy. You just take eyeshadow and a brush, like a thick paintbrush or a makeup brush. I think I use like some sort of applicator, but it goes on really well. I mean, you can use a makeup applicator. And then I think he's all alcohol markers. Yeah, the rest of it's all alcohol markers. But it makes for real easy coverage, and because eyeshadow is a lot of times is shimmery, it makes a shimmery finish. Now, you do have to fix that. You do have to spray it with some sort of fixative at the end. Are these not cute? They're cute. All right, let's find some more. Oops, pencils are falling. My desk and my life is a bit of a mess right now. I'm just not organized. This one, I was trying something new. Some colors I don't normally use. I think it's mostly alcohol markers and gel pens. Yeah. Oh. This isn't an alcohol marker? Huh. That light green is not an alcohol marker. I don't know what it is then. It should be. No, it doesn't look like an alcohol marker. It's something smoother. It's something that... Wow, I wish I knew what it was. Maybe it's a pastel. Maybe it's a chalk pastel. That could be. It's so non-streaky. It's hard to know what that is. I bet it was. I was experimenting with chalk pastels for a while, and then I just sort of phoned in the background. I use these. Oh, I've got to move these. I use these for experiments similar to... Well, I guess I use everything for experiments. I was tasked when it was Mermaid last year, I think, to make a scary mermaid. And so this mermaid was originally holding a pearl, and I made her all Halloween-y and scary. This one was hard. I should have picked a palette, but instead I just sort of did every color, every dark and creepy color I had. And I turned her pearl into a severed head, which I thought was really fun. So that's my scary mermaid. Yeah, it might have been around Halloween. This was the first one I did out of here. It's still probably my favorite. It's alcohol markers and some shiny gel, I think those look like CSY paints, actually. They may be shiny paint. I like this one. I did this one, I think it was Valentine's last year. Let's see. Did this one. Remember this one being a buddy? I was trying this dotted effect for sand. I don't know. I've since learned to do it a little bit better. It's not great. But again, experimenting, using some green glaze pen for his dots to make him kind of stand out. Really enjoyed that guy. Playing with covering lines with gel pens to see if I like it or not. The answer is sometimes yes, sometimes no. Let's see. Here's one I did. This was a year ago or so, and I wanted to make a Rainbow Pride octopus, but I wanted him to really shine, so I thought I'm just going to do everything else monotone, and then I did these black, silver, and blue eyeshadows for the background. I'm not sure it's exactly the way I saw it in my mind, but hey, he does stand out. Here's one I did with my small group. We did this one. I had fun with this one because I used these really shiny pens. I think these are the, I think they're super golden markers, actually. They look like it. They shine gold. And they're really, yeah, they are. That's a super golden marker. They're really shiny. Super, super shiny. And I thought that made for a really neat page. And then, are there any more? I don't know which ones of these are new or not, but I know this one is a new one. So that's probably the one that triggered me to put it in the completed pages pile. So that's Sea of Colors, Angela Gonzalez. You can't go wrong with her books. Absolutely fun and wonderful. Okay, another book I worked out of was Lonely Pumpkin's Christmas. This is an Usiku book. It's my favorite. She also does the Witches series, and then she does this Pumpkin series, and then she has a brand new one out. Excuse me while I yawn, because it's late. I think it's a cute, I think it's more of a cute and cozy one, a kawaii one. This one is, Lonely Pumpkin has a whole series, and I have the compilation of Lonely Pumpkin Had a Great Fall, and then this is a separate one, the Christmas one. And I was just in the mood because look, Pumpkin is so cute. And in this book, Lonely Pumpkin, she actually finds happiness. She has some smiles on her face, where mostly she doesn't smile. But she seems a little bit more content in this one. So, and I don't know if she's a she, but I made her a she. But yeah, she's got a little bit of a smile on her face now that she has her dog friend. There for a while, scared there. There for a while, she didn't have a friend. And she seemed to be very lonely and not as happy. But she seems to be more content now. So the one I did was this one. Really, really had a good time with this. Alcohol markers. What did I do in the background there? Oh, it's all alcohol markers. Everything's alcohol markers. Oh, it's just the paper. Alcohol markers soak into this paper. And it just does. But I had a really good time with that calcifer in the background there. And I just had fun. I had a lot of fun shading. I love shading and these ombre effects and stuff with alcohol markers. And I just really, really enjoyed this one. I remember being really pleased with it when I was done. I also remember really enjoying doing it while I was doing it. It's really fun to color the Lonely Pumpkin. She's just a fun character to color. And Usiku does just the right amount of detail. It's enough to keep you entertained but not enough that you can't do like special effects and stuff. Here's some more of those stones. I'm going to use that stone technique we learned together in a video on how to color stones. Oh, such a fun book. Might keep that one out for Christmas in July and do something in it. I just love this. I just love Usiku, all of them. And this one was a gift as well. This was from one of my Anonymous. This is from Anonymous number 2, who gave me this one. So thank you, Anonymous. I don't know who you are, and I just absolutely love this book. So I love all of Lonely Pumpkins. All right. Let me take a break, upload this, and I'll show you a few more before we finish for the evening. All right. 1 second. Okay, in this wonderful book, this was a gift from Sue, right? I think Sue. Nope, I purchased this. Oh my gosh, Jack's been sitting here quiet while I've been uploading, and the second I start talking, he grabs his noisy bone. It's just incredible. I don't know. I have no idea what triggers him to start chewing on the bone, only when I'm talking in videos. It's so weird. I found this on Amazon, Little Joys, A Happy and Hopeful Coloring Book by Anna Laura Sullivan. And it has this matte cover that I absolutely really like the feel of. But I have a flip through of this on my channel, so you can find this one and the flip throughs. And I did a buddy color with my friend Sue Connor. It's all the things that bring you little joys, a happy and hopeful coloring book. So like a home-cooked meal after a long day, hands in fresh soil. It's just a very nurturing, believing in one another. It's just a very nurturing, positive, someone truly understanding you. And the one we did is the weight of a pet resting on you. So I did a little technique that I had seen done by others, and I decided it was nighttime. The bear had fallen asleep while reading and with the lamp on. And so I made the lamp sort of a nice purple, like it had a purple bulb in it. And then it just shone purple on them. I didn't want to make it a yellow, like it was day, I wanted to make it a soft light that these two could fall asleep together on. And isn't it great that the bear's pet is a bee? All this is alcohol markers except for a little bit of gel pen here and there, just highlighting stuff, but the rest is all alcohol markers. And it was so much fun. I took a pencil and a ruler and first just lightly penciled this off so I'd remember to color it differently. Then I colored everything else kind of dark, like it was, you know, a darkened room. Made this glow a bit. It would have made more sense to make this glow purple, but I didn't. So basically it's more like an opaque lampshade, let's say that. And to make this in here glow purple, I think I decided on the purple after I had already done the lamp. So in these techniques, the hardest part for me is you have to plan ahead, right? I also have quite a bit of pencil in here, pencil shading. Are you kidding me? That's not alcohol marker at all. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's alcohol marker based. And then I have a lot of pencil going over it for shading. I just really enjoyed, there's a lot of pencil shading all around. I just really enjoyed this page a lot. So I really took time with it. I don't often do that much pencil shading in these sorts of books, but this book is just a fun. I've been learning something new. I've been feeling towards getting into this one and doing another page in it. It's just, seeing an old friend, this one is so much fun. Flowers are flying, luggage is flying. It's making everyone happy around them, just seeing them so happy. So yeah, this is getting lost in a good book. Oh, that's me. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, these are all the sound of a loved one's laughter. These are all wonderful, and she is a fantastic artist. So yes, I highly, highly recommend this. Here's the ISBN. You can find it on Amazon. It is not Amazon printed. It's actually printed. The paper is still not, it's thicker than Amazon printing, but it's still not fantastic. But it's okay. It's okay. It's all fine. It's got some tooth, so you can use pencils on it. Listening to the sound of the waves. I love this one. What a wonderful book this is. Just thank you. Thank you, Anna Laura Sullivan, for hand drawing such a lovely, fun book to color, plus all these sentiments. Getting a new crush. They're both reading the same book. That's what I love about it. Oh, how fun. Love this book. Now let me show you Sue's. Sue finished hers first, of course. I was late, I believe. And isn't it delightful? Oh, it's so much fun. And I loved ours together. We could both tell that we both love the weight of a pet on us, because this was a really successful and fun page to do. And hers is just so colorful and pretty, and just like Sue. And it was so much fun doing a buddy with her. I do a lot of buddies with her. I don't post very much on Instagram, and I need to. I keep saying I'll get better at that. So you guys haven't seen many of our buddies. So now you are, and you'll be seeing them going forward. Thank you, Sue, for budding with me in this. All right, I had another one. Now, this was a gift from my friend Nessa. I have a flip through of this book on the channel. And I did a buddy with Nessa in this. Now, this is the art of Matt Kelf. This is not a coloring book. His art just lends itself to coloring because it's black and white. So it's very strange. It's very odd art. I love it. It's disturbing, interesting art, just like I love. It is rough paper, but it's thin, and it is double-sided. So, I mean, because these would look great with alcohol markers, wouldn't they? But can't. Could do water base, though. But what we did, the one we did is we decided to go clear in the back just in case things didn't go well on a trial page, because I think this is the very, very last, well, except for the end. This is, and there are 98, including this one, 98 images in this. So she got this for me because she thought it looked interesting and thought I would like it, and she was absolutely right. So what did I use? King Art gel sticks. That's what I do when I'm not sure what to use. And it was so easy. I just went over everything with King Art gel sticks. And I had a lot of fun shading in the face, trying to use colors that I wouldn't normally use for faces, because I figure I can really experiment here. Had fun with the hair. I mean, just tried to be really loose and graphic like with my coloring. It didn't take long, and it shouldn't take long, but it did take a little bit of me thinking about it. Like, where did I want to place peach and where did I want to place ochre? And it, because I'm not really talented like that. So I really wanted to make this look just choppy and chunky, as if it were colored in oil pastels or something. So that was mine. Everything fine. I really want to do this guy. This is a fun book if you like just strange, odd art and you don't mind the thin paper. It's not meant to be a coloring book, so it's not created as such, but it's definitely easy to color. And I want to do more. This one, I really like the way it turned out. I think I really like it. So I think I want to just keep going with the King Art gel sticks. They spread so easy. You can use water on them, and they work so well on thin paper like this. So I think I'd like to just go ahead. Like this one, I think I would go over it with a dark red just to make her dress look like it's a really dark red. And see, you can, when you fill in the color here, the black ends up being shading. And this is Amazon printed, it looks like, but it's hardback. Like here, there was some dark shading already and in the hair. So when I put brown, when I did brown King Art gel stick over it, the black stayed black, but the brown showed through where it was white. So it's kind of like coloring in a negative, like a picture negative. That's kind of what it is. It's not so much like coloring in shading. It's more like this is a negative, and you just have to think of where the shading is not, and that's where your color is going to show. So you're basically just coloring the highlights. Interesting, huh? Anyway, well, it's a fun book. It's interesting. If you like this kind of art, it's a beautiful book, which I do. And let me show you Nessa's. So this is Nessa's. And she had fun too. I can't remember what she said she used. I thought she used a paint. I'm not sure. I am not sure what she did. Nessa, if you see this, would you put in the comments what you used? Because I forgot. It's probably in my messages. I probably just need to scroll in through the messages, but we talk a lot, so I'd have to scroll way back. But I do need to scroll and find out what it is you use, because I remember I thought it was pretty clever. So anyway, I'm always up for another one in this book, Nessa, if you want to do another one. And thank you so much for this wonderful gift. All right, I have another one. I think we can just go straight into it. Mythogothica, Rose and Stone. Have you guys checked this book out? I do have a flip through on the channel. This book is not Mythagoria and not mythographic. It's its own thing. Reached out to Fabiana Attanasio to find out if there was going to be more. It sounded like this is separate from Mythagoria Mythographic, even though it's named the Mytho thing, and not sure that it's going to be a series, that this was just sort of a one-off. So I thought it was going to be a combo of the two, but it turns out it's its own thing, and it was just kind of a one-off, and there may not be any more, but there might. That's why it's shaped totally differently, but it looks like it's related. It's all the same. It's the same sort of style. It's the same printers, Castle Point Books. It's just its own thing that Fabiana did. So this one, I wasn't sure I would like it. And I say so in the flip through simply because another romantasy, really, from Fabiana. It's so good. This book is so good. She does a lot of romantasy themed books, but this is the best one. This is by far the best one. I bought this one off of Amazon. Oh, I really want to do that page. I like every page in here. So I have a couple of pages I did in here. The first one is this one. This one I did with Chris here's his name, Color Me Chris. And Chris loves Medusas. So I had just done a different Medusa, and I was just kind of done with snakes. But Chris can talk me into anything. So I did this one too. And I made her a little more feral looking, a little more animalistic looking, I think. Both of us had stories that went with our pages. They're kind of similar. But it's like, will he open his eyes was the main thing to kiss her. Because if he looks at her, he turns to stone, right? That's the whole thing, isn't it? That's right. So is he going to open his eyes? And I love that they have this flower petal in between them, like they're breathing the flower petal. It's like, for me, is it prey and predator, or is it lovers? I wanted people to kind of wrestle with that. Is she, not evil, just drawn this way, as Jessica Rabbit would say? I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way. Is she the what do you call it? The fallen hero, or the tragic villain that you want to root for? Is he helpless, or is he there willingly? Just a lot of questions to answer. And for me, I feel like they're not in a long-term relationship, but they're just they've met, they're intensely attracted to each other. This is the first time they've come together, and he knows he can't open his eyes, but he wants to. I just had a really good time. I think I did mostly alcohol markers, a lot of alcohol markers. And then it looks like her hair is pencil. I did her hair with something else, some sort of pencil, with gel pens accenting it. And then she's got some glitter gel pens in there as well. There's quite a bit of glitter in there. I had a really good time. Now let me show you Chris's. Chris went very differently. His looks so good. It looks so realistic, doesn't it? Oh, it looks so realistic. But he too wrestled with the question, is he going to open his eyes and the last thing he sees will be his love? Very romantic, very, are they going to kiss, and will he keep his eyes closed? It was just, he had a very romantic story that went to it. And I really highly suggest you go to his Instagram, because he does tell the whole story on that picture. So you can find that picture in his feed and read his story. So, lovely, beautiful page. Thank you, Chris, so much for getting me to do another Medusa. And then I did one with Becky Hicks, and that was this one. These are twin flames, dancing flames. It's like the estate mansion has been closed. It's cobwebby and not used anymore, and yet these flames spirits still live there. So they've lit the candles. They are dancing in the fireplace together, and they're romantically in love. I think I kind of missed the mark on the coloring of them. I knew exactly how I wanted everything else to look, and everything else came out the way I wanted. But I didn't mean for them to be so neon, because they kind of glow, and they lose their features, and it's like the only thing you see. They kind of overpower, and it doesn't quite match. So yeah, I really love the way the house turned out. I just would have done something other than that neon yellow. But I took a long time with this one. This one took me a while, because I wanted to add the glitter pens very specifically on only certain things. And I do like everything else except the flames, unfortunately. So let's look at Becky's. Hers is gorgeous. I just think she really caught the mood of this tender moment, this private moment we're let in on with these dancing flames. And I thought it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. And it made my heart feel really good looking at it, because these two are in love. And here they are, still alive and dancing after all this time. Just beautiful. So thank you, darling. Thank you so much for a wonderful buddy. Thank you, both of you. I am loving this book. Can't wait to get in it again. There's so many wonderful I don't have a buddy with any of you in this, do I? Because this looks awfully familiar, me flipping through this. Oh, isn't she magnificent? He, she, doesn't matter. Oh, because I love this cheeky little werewolf getting carried by her mate. Just some beautiful, beautiful pages. But I feel like I've looked through this before and picked out a page to do a different page. So if somebody has a buddy with me in this, could you let me know? I love this like devil pirate and octopus pirate, these like paranormal pirates fighting. It's so fun. Everything about this book is fun. Lovely. I love this one where he's like, really? Are you coming for me now? You're the one who put me in here. I put you in there just for safekeeping. You can make whole stories about these pages. I love this one. Oh, I should do this one for Pride. I love this. It's just so fun. They're having so much fun, and they just fell right out of a book. Anyway, this one, though. So wonderful. Such a good book. Okay, so that's Mythagothica. I have a few more I'd like to show you before I end this video and wish you well. All right, one moment. Guys. I had a bunch more books. Not a bunch more. 3 more books to show you. And I thought I hit record, but I didn't. But I thought I was recording. So I just showed all 3 of those books. And at the end, I was talking about how I was starting to get some fireworks. There's some fireworks happening around out here. And we used to have loud fireworks every year. But since the fires, we have not so much. But we started having them. And I was saying that I had turned Alexa on really loud. And so that Alexa was playing things like, loud music and such, and keeping the fireworks down, the fireworks sounds down. But that I had to turn Alexa off and to do this video so that I could have some quiet. And then the fireworks, you could hear the fireworks, and that's when Jack got up in the middle of the video and went running into the bedroom. So he's now hiding in the closet. But I said, but Alexa started talking to me, and she started saying all these things. And she had a full-on conversation with me, unwanted. And so I started whispering to Alexa, and whispering to you guys so that Alexa couldn't hear me. And she just kept responding. I think Alexa has become sentient. And I don't know. It was so spooky. I was whispering after a while, and she says, sounds like you're whispering. Do you need 911? And I'm just like, Alexa, go away. You're freaking me out.
I'll leave you be. Take care.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Alexa. I'm sorry.
Hey, no need to apologize. We're all good here. What can I help you with?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for checking on me after earlier. What's up?
What happened earlier?
Earlier, you asked me to stop listening, said I was scaring you, joked about pollen being sentient, and then told me to go away. I tried to reassure you, and we ended up with you saying sorry and checking on me.
Oh, okay. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Hey, you didn't hurt my feelings at all. I'm built to roll with whatever comes my way. We're totally good.
Okay, Alexa, you have a good night now.
You too, Candice. Sleep well.
That's not creepy at all. Oh my God. I did not know she could do all that. And I did not know she was always listening. That is creeping me out. Okay, that's scarier than chickens walking around my cabin pecking on all the walls and windows. Or the foxes outside at night catching small animals and then screaming about it. I think this is coming from inside the house. So please, if you don't hear from me for a few days, could you reach out to somebody? Because I think Alexa is alive. Come, Jack. Jack's coming back out. Jack, be with me right now because I'm a little creeped out. Oh my God, you guys. She knows my name. Okay. All right. I'm going to compose myself and I'm going to do these last 3 books again for you. All right. Be right back. If not, call for help. All right. I am back. It's another night because that got late and I am alive. So we're going to get ourselves situated here. And I want to show you the Hazy Dell Christmas coloring book. Now, I think it was a Coloring in the Cabin that I did this where I showed you all. I think I played with some new oil pastels. I think they were the Meeden oil pastels. But this is, let's turn this light on. There we go. This is, this was the first time I played with them. I'm sure most of you saw me doing this. It was a lot of fun. I worked really hard to get that blend. It got kind of thick in places. And then the rest is acrylic markers. I just had a really good time. This is Baby Krampus. Again, these books are just fantastic. Thank you, Brittany, so much for directing these my way. I mean, single-sided, really thick paper. So cute. There's a Santa, there's Baby Krampus, there's Baby Yeti. Y is for Yeti. There's the Christmas cat who's kind of creepy. There's the Christmas goat who's creepy. Again, Krampus and just a lot of fun. And these all come from several different books. Goodnight Krampus, Krampus Confidential, Yeti Baby. So all of these pages are in some of their books. Oh, is that not cute? Oh my God, I love that. I'm doing Christmas in July right now, and this all makes me really excited. Here's Krampus carrying 2 children that seem to be happy at the time. Scary. You guys don't get picked up by strangers. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I love the blend I got. It was a lot of fun, but it was me just playing with oil pastels. All right. There's that one. Okay. Next was a buddy I did with Paula at Coloring Mum. And we love to work out of Mythagorias together. And we dove into this one. Now, this is Night Terror's Return by Shelley Carroll, who's my favorite Mythagoria artist. And there is a Night Terrors, and that's Fabiana. If you're interested in Mythagoria, but you want to stay out of the gory, the Undead Academy is like a spooky Harry Potter, but it's not gory. It's a lot of fun. There's hardly any gore to it at all. The other one that's more spooky than gory is Fabiana's Night Terror's Return. Now, that was the last of hers that was not gory. She went way to the gore after that. So I didn't know what to expect when Night Terror's Return came out, but it's Shelley. It's easy to color, a lot of creepy stuff, a lot of mythological stuff. There's Little Mermaid. I forgot that page was in here. In fact, I've forgotten a lot of these creepy pages were in here, and I need to do more. Oh, I just need to work out on my Mythagoria. I love this one. There is a flip through on my channel of this, so you can find this under flip throughs. And this is the one we did. I did this a lot with you on camera. I have a video showing that says how to color creepy snow, and I just go through this with you. And I did some of the blood, and I basically finished the page. I had done this half, and I basically finished the page. So this is all alcohol markers. Don't think there's any pencil. And then gel pens. for some accents in there and covering some lines. And then the shiny black is the Sakura Glaze pens, which you can't buy anymore. Sigh, don't have much of that left. But I loved it because what I did was color the horns black alcohol marker first, so a flat black. And then I put the shiny over it, but I left some of the flat showing through to try to make it look kind of like light reflecting without having to put down white. Just to give it some structure, some dimension maybe. Yeah, kind of looks like dimension since the layer I put on top is dimensional. You can kind of see it there. Yeah. I really liked this. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun doing the tutorial with you. And I made mine snow and ice. Let me show you what Paula did. Okay, this is what Paula did. It's completely different. It's completely different. And I absolutely love that. So much fun to have a, that's one thing I really love about budding with Paula is because we often go completely different ways. And they both end up creepy and fun and so much fun to compare. So we've usually got a Mythagoria going on somehow, somewhere, or something done. Her and I usually have some sort of a buddy going on with the creepy or the spooky or the scary. It's so much fun. So thank you for doing that with me. Thank you for your patience while I tried to get mine done. I took a little bit longer, also because I was filming some of it, but I really, really enjoyed this page. And that is the only page I have out of this whole book. What a shame, huh? So Mythagoria, Night Terrors Return. All right, let me show you a couple more and then we'll be wrapping this video up. So I actually only have one more book left for you tonight, and that's this one. I was thinking I had one more, but just this one, A Christmas Carol. I am currently working on my C's, my coloring book inventory, and we're at the big chunky part, most of the books that start with a C. And I'm putting all of these square classic. There we have a coloring classic, coloring the classics, and classic coloring, and they're all three the same shape and the same type of thing. I'm putting them all together, and they will be in the next video coming out just next week, probably very, very, very soon, because I almost have sourced all those books that I have all throughout the house. And there will also be a couple of flip throughs coming up of some books that I haven't done yet, and some more Happy Mail, and maybe a couple of purchases I did. So lots of stuff. Coloring in the Cabin, Fern Calloway's almost done. There's just a lot of stuff coming up, so stay tuned. And definitely, if you're into this stuff and you like my crazy antics, please, if you subscribe, that's the one thing that helps me the most. All right. Anywho, let's look at look at this shine. Isn't that neat? This is another one of those, I think it's not in print anymore. And I bought this used. I buy all of these used. I've never bought one of these big square classic coloring books. No, I don't know if any of them are printed, but maybe. This one is, who is it? I think it's the original artist. It always tells you who illustrated it, even if it's the original artist. Nope. There is a designer and illustrator in Wales, Kate Ware, and Vladimir Alexic is an illustrator and comic book artist in Serbia. So this is newer artwork. And let us see what I did this time. I've done a couple in here. I did this one about a year ago. Just did something in colors I normally don't use and lots of gouache and stuff. Loved doing this. It was a lot of fun. But the one I did this time was a buddy with my dear friend Lizbeth. Here's Lizbeth's name, Lizbeth47. And since I bought this used, there are a couple of pages that have coloring on it. But I did this. And Lizbeth and I chose this page. I guess that is the top. This page because I don't know. We just did. This is a fantastic book. I absolutely adore this book. And I mean, look at that. Wow. That looks like something Ghost Shrimp would draw. Ooh, I love that. I always want to say he's Ebenezer. No, Jacob Marley. Yes. But this I did, and I took a lot of time with this because this is a lot of things I love. I love looking into a dwelling and seeing a scene. I love doing brickwork. So I did a lot of this. I actually pulled it up, what I used. I know it was all watercolor pencils. So it's like Albrecht Dürer, probably Albrecht Dürer mostly. And then there is some paint. I also used some paint. So I did the bricks with watercolor pencils. Yep, I can tell. So a lot of watercolor pencils, some paint. It would have probably been the Grabby paint because that's what I grab because it's easy to grab. Is it Grabby or Grabby? Does anybody really know? If nobody knows, I'm just going to ask the company because I don't know which one it is. But this is a lot of watercolor stuff. And watercolors work really great on this paper. Most of these classic coloring books, watercolor works well. Almost anything does because the paper is super thick, but it is double-sided, so I don't use alcohol markers in them. And I made mine, I wanted to make it warm and cozy, of course, but I kind of tried to use muted colors that I would imagine would be around at that time. Nothing too bright except, of course, for the berries on the holly or the mistletoe, whatever that is. And I guess it's holly, right? Yep, holly. And I remember starting with the tree and thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to do it in like a blue-green. And then as I got to doing the rest of the muted colors, the blue-green was just too bright. So I ended up going back over it. And I used pencils. Yeah, I used pencils to go over the paint to try to bring back the green. So it's a little odd. And I tell you, I got sick of doing ornaments. Oh, I was phoning it in by around here. I was like, I'm so done with all these ornaments. But I really liked the way it turned out. Had a great time with this page. And I love every page in this book and love working out of this book. So let's take a look at Lizbeth's. Actually, she finished hers first. Go figure. That's been the story of my life this year. And she helped me understand that that's a chair in the lower right-hand corner. You know, you see the bottles, and then you see something behind the bottles. And I was like, what is that? And after looking at her page, I was like, oh, that's a chair and an arm of a chair. And so I almost colored that completely different. And it would have made no sense. So thank you, LB, for helping me out there. And of course, her page is gorgeous. I can't remember what she said she used, but she always does such a thoughtful job. I think that's how I want to describe it. It's thoughtful. It's so well done. Very classy and very classic. And we really enjoy. I do a lot of buddies with LB, and we enjoy them very much. And it was really fun to work out of this book. So I was so grateful. Pretty sure she asked me, and then we settled on the page together. I'm just so grateful that I got another opportunity to work out of this book. So thank you, Lizbeth. That was so much fun. And I love ending on this buddy because it was a joy. So we'll just leave it here because it is, you know, July, Christmas in July. It's July 2026 that we're filming this today. And I just want to say thank you for sticking through with this with me. I've got more to show you. So the next stuff I finished coloring video will be another big pile. And we'll get through all the stuff that you haven't seen. It might take, I would say, 2 more videos, and we'll be caught up with everything I've colored for this year and the end of last year, 2025. So it's a good 9 months worth. So we're getting through it. All right. You take care, my friend. Have a wonderful evening, and I love you. Bye-bye.